Okay, we are kicking into episode 57 of my 248k run with the 10 times multiplier on a ribbon world, and standing around next to this other bit of steel, which I kind of recently remoduled to have the the Stokes modules in them so they give me more productivity. Stokes module 2.art. We'll pretend that art is a guy's name. It might be a typo in the mod, but like art is also someone's name, so that can be a thing. And yeah, I've got a lot of steel now, which is pretty good. Yeah, so all my steel is now being made at, where was the other steel? The other steel was further up here. Yeah, this one got modules as well. So all the steel is now being made at like a bit more than 30% productivity bonus, because we've got 10% from here and 20% from here, and those are multiplicatives, so that's nice. That's a thing that I like. But then I also noticed that I had a lot of steel, and yeah, going through the things I did since last time and realized they were bad and silly, and we need to just like quickly change them because they're bad and silly, is I was kind of expecting the purple sides to be using more steel, and then realized that these building speeds are just slow and bad, and I think what happened is I had a purple science build, I took out some of these beacons when I wasn't using purple science and when I didn't have the beacon space, put them back afterwards, and we kind of need to do that again. We need to put these beacons back, because we're not even like, if we're keeping an eye on these things, these full yellow belts aren't even moving most of the time, and purple science is a thing I would like a lot more of. So we're going to take, is this going to be... Is that how many of these I want? I think we're gonna tap another one in as well, and then not worry about it, because it's actually kind of, yeah, we can. This is mostly for how I can put a substation in here and here. Yeah, and then we're also going to get some of these beacons and figure out where these can go, and these beacons line up with. Wait, have I just done? If I ended up with 10 of these things, that's actually kind of hilarious. I wasn't expecting that to work out quite so cleanly, but I guess this, yeah, so these will give another 50%, which will still only bring these up to, I guess these guys are going to get 2 beacons as well now, so they'll all be at plus 40% speed, which still isn't great. But the other thing I've just noticed is, I think all this underground is when I was planning on putting more beacons in here, and we don't have that at all. In fact, this entire middle section could all be red belt. And if we red belt this back to the stations, which we could do, then we can have red belt all the way through the middle and get more purple science out. But then the next thing that struck me is these beacons on the outside are hitting like 5 assemblers each, which is not great value. Whereas if I swapped all of this around so that the beacons were in the middle and the science assemblers, yeah, so the beacons were in the middle, the science assemblers were in the middle, the rail assemblers that need less beaconing were on the outside, then I could save basically half these beacons, because I think we still probably want more beacons in here as well. We're just going to see what that does to... Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of beacon headroom left, and then this is also, yeah, this is why the bots are flying backwards and forwards, because they keep finding these particular kinds of chests, and just deleting them, because we don't need that kind of fuel anymore. I mean, the trains are still running on that kind of fuel, but we just want to kind of let them run out of fuel so there's less to move around, I guess. So yeah, we've got purple science there. What was the other? Yellow science was the other thing, wasn't there? Let's talk about the petrochems first, because I also realized that I'd messed up the cracking last time. So for almost all of the episode, this cracking was kind of busted, and the entire petrochems node over here was not working and was not making train fuel. But now it's working again, and we're getting a lot of train fuel out. Are you going to a different one? You are going to the one that is by that petrochem? Is that one that has... Where are we? Here's the core, here's the petrochem, here is... Yeah, this is a thing that is connected to the combinator. Although this looks like it's connected to... I don't think I need a combinator there though, do I? And these wires look weird. These wires make it look like the chest is connected to the front of the combinator instead of the back of the combinator. Are you outputting... Oh, you're still outputting things. And then you are checking whether or not that works. So I think we're still fine. This station is still disabled, so the next time this train gets enough fuel to do anything useful, it'll go to a different station. So that's fine. So that's all mostly sorted out. But the thing I noticed was these guys not running particularly fast. Is that also because of... Yeah, and then these guys are also... So we haven't quite got the more fuel I was hoping I was going to get. So the thing we can do here is good old trusty upgrade planner, which we can swing over these things, and the bots will replace these efficiency modules with speed modules, and we'll go a bit harder, and that'll be fine. The only thing I'm mildly concerned about is whether or not this pollution cloud eventually reaches these biters. Like, I'm not concerned about being attacked because there's, you know, solid water, that's fine, but my limited knowledge and experience of UPS stuff suggests that biters that are being polluted that can't get an attack path to the thing that they're being, like, that they're trying to attack, are bad for UPS. And yeah, pollution, yeah, Evo's still fine. Evo was 0.85 when we attacked all the nests before. It's gone up 1% in that time. Yeah, the problem with this train is that, yeah, there was a slight misallocation between what the station was requesting and the schedule in the train and how much space in the train and all that kind of stuff. So that's all kind of good now. Oh wait, I was going to do yellow science. Yellow science is... Can we do this from the map? I don't think we can do this from the map. I think we just go over there. Yeah, slag train, not doing much. Yellow science is... Do I need more RCUs? I do need more RCUs. I always had the plan to throw these things in here like that anyway. With a 1 speed mod? That could be part of the problem. Okay, don't do that anymore. Do this version with 2 speed mods. Is much better. Probably bots. Yeah, bots definitely have these because we're lodging all of these. Yeah, so we're going to extend RCUs a bit, kind of like that, and then somewhere over here, the thing I noticed about purple science, yellow science, is that first of all, this is fully running, which is nice because we like that, but also we get down about this far, and we're not making things anymore. All of these guys are idle, which is sad. So the first thing I thought is, well, maybe we just upgrade this belt, because we've got this stuff over here. We'll be able to keep up. I still have no construction bots. Okay, give me all of these. We're just going to do a quick hack. Give me some of these, and some of these, and some of these, and some of these. So those stations are probably still balanced. We're just going to crank out another 200 of those and give them to the network, and they'll be fine. Oh, hey, I wonder why the bots are unhappy. Is it because I keep telling them to pick up all these crystals? Who knows? It is a mystery. Yeah, I reckon that the thing we do is, yeah, because the thing I noticed is these guys also use the neodymium. And so this belt here of half steel, half neodymium is providing the neodymium for both the drone frames and the yellow science, whereas what we could do is have another belt through here that handles neodymium for the yellow science, and then all we have to do is, you know, all we have to do is put more neodymium there, and then also give this guy a power pole, and then, yeah, then this yellow belt on neodymium will handle these guys. I think we've got... Are you paused on outputs? You are paused on outputs because you guys aren't running because you don't get the neodymium. So this should, yeah. We're going to put more neodymium here. Hopefully that all... What's a good way of doing that? I guess we... Yeah, so first of all... I could also... We could also just not put it on this half the belt there. I think that's what we do. I think we just run another belt. Another belt has to go on this side of the station. Oh, hey, look, another one of these things, which isn't causing the bots problems at all. Oh hey, I finished collecting my bots. All those bots can just start moving that stuff around again. Yeah, I think we just go upgrades because we can. Because we do know that I think this stuff is... I've got some of this stuff as well. I think that this build here, maybe it needs more speed, but it will do a lot of work. So I guess let's not worry about whether or not that's actually enough stuff. And let's have... Yeah, let's have... this is all a bit of a shame. I need some of those splitters. Is there a splitter somewhere I can grab? Not really. Okay. Because we kind of wanted to have this here, but then also upgrade this one. But then also... Yeah, no, this is... Yeah, because I can't actually... If I take half of this here, I'm going to get gold as well, and I also don't want gold. So... I guess I could do... this, yeah. Why did I... That was not the easiest way to do that. We just want to go there, and then I want to have... I don't actually have... Okay. We're going to have to upgrade that piece, because otherwise it will be quite an important bottleneck. And then... So we're going to have gold on one side, we're going to have neobium on the other side. This is going to split it both ways. This splitter will take only neobium. This is now definitely more of a mess than it needs to be. But on the upside, we can run this through here, and now we've got distinct feeds of neobium for both the yellow science. Do I have things that you want? Maybe. Yeah, distinct feeds of the neobium for yellow science. So hopefully we've just sorted out yellow science, and we've also sorted out purple science. Hopefully that goes kind of well. The other, yeah, military science was also a bit weird, wasn't it? But I don't think we worry about that now. I think the thing, yeah, I think we could just pot around and do some nice stuff. I noticed that I've got steel I don't want, I've got this stuff, I've got some plates, let's keep crystals in case I'm doing car stuff. I've got a lot of prod mods. I don't need that many prod mods. I probably don't need landmines at this point. Let's leave the landmines in here. Let's just have a... No, I don't need landmines. I've got, like, walls and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Let's go and do some other things, because I noticed that... Yeah, what are you... Ah, that was the other thing that this is waiting on, isn't it? That this is now... I'm now waiting on solar panels. I'm not launching the satellite because I haven't built the satellite, because I'm waiting on solar panels. And solar panels are a thing that I am building kinda slowly, and I don't even care, because the point of, when I can find it, this deletion planner is to just unpick solar panels. So I guess, is there a... Yeah, we could just, like, there's 200 there, there's another couple of thousand there. We'll just rip up those solar panels. It's completely fine. We're going to end up with kind of this matrix of power poles in the middle, which I guess I also get rid of. But the entire point of... Like, I'm pretty happy with the solar array now just being... Especially now we've got the second power plant online. It's just a... Oh, hey. These things. Yeah, the old solar array is just a repository of... Here's a bunch of things that will eventually be satellites later. So that's how we're going to do that. But also, yeah, so now we built a satellite. That was not nearly as loud as I expected it to be. Maybe that was map view. Yeah, we've also got some other satellites, which I haven't really done anything with yet, but somewhere, yeah, there's the ability to make new satellites. So, and then these give me, when the silo launches them, they give me 10 green stuff. Sure. So let's do that as well. Do you have... You don't have too many things, do you? Do you have... Yeah, we can crank back a lot of these requests, because we don't need that much. Those all look pretty sensible. Get rid of... You know, whatever. We'll request some stuff, and then we're going to put another combinator here. And we're going to do different combinator things. These guys are all linked up already, so we want stack inserter in there, normal inserter in here, and then we're just going to combinate these things together, and this setting is going to check, it's going to be fusion stage, isn't it? This green stuff? I don't know what this is. What is this? Basic space data card. Cool. Basic space data card. Add those, because I've got 2 chests that I'm putting things in. Output it as basic space data card. Yeah, that's going to do the combinator things we want. Give these guys some power, because power is nice. Let's have it here instead. And then these guys are going to check for space data less than 200, which is like 20 launches or something. I don't really need 20 launches worth of stuff, do I? Let's just have 10 launches worth of stuff. So also, let's also circuit condition this one to this guy and copy this setting, so that we will, and this doesn't need to be 20k now anymore either. Like, that was just a thing of, hey, what am I, like, my assemblers seem pretty dry. I've got all the blue chips and RCUs I need. Can we do something with those RCUs? And now we're doing 2 different things with these RCUs. I reckon I should probably also, like, it's still weird not just to have a silo just completely beaconed like a speedrun. Feels kind of weird, but that's fine. These guys are, yeah, so these guys have got a silo. These guys have got a satellite to use. We've got not enough science here to keep these happy, so these inserters are still running. We've then also got a new kind of satellite. Why don't you get, I guess you're doing, yeah, maybe we did need these to be a little larger. It's fine. Yeah, so I reckon we can just do double duty with the silo. We'll just make multiple satellites here. We'll just dump the contents of all of these things in these chests. The chests have a huge amount of space. That's all fine. And maybe we eventually need a second silo, because we've got other kinds of tech that we're also doing, which will give us more new kinds of silos. So maybe more kinds of things to launch into space. So maybe we do some of that later. But for the moment, that was an LDS train arriving. Yeah, for the moment, I reckon we just have Logibots sort all of the stuff out. We'll just make some different kinds of things. I mean, one of these inserters is going to win the races to see who gets to put their stuff in here first, and it looks like it's this one, which is fine. These, we're just going to launch a bunch of rockets. We're going to have a bunch of rockets launched. It's going to be fine. We will figure out exactly what we need to do with them later. Other things, yeah. So we're going to do some Logimore stuff now. This is still kind of in the category of, like, stuff we're kind of poking together from leftover from last episode. Last episode we did this kind of stuff, and so now we're working on getting 3 chests, and we got a lot of those crystals. We're getting a lot of those crystals out. We've got some kinds of data here, which is fine, which I don't really know what I'm doing with. We're making magnets, and I decided that, I mean, I'm pretty sure I did not need 4 wagons worth of magnets, but we've got a station that has magnets, and we need somewhere over here, titanium, this one, can be requesting magnets. And there are some things in the Logimore that wanted magnets to be able to build their stuff. Enable train limit 1. Enable disable magnets less than, let's say, 600. I don't know how many magnets I need. And then, yeah, let's find this train that has the magnets on it, which is further away. Yeah, I'm looking for 3 rows of stuff. Yeah, here we go. This train can go from having magnets, there we go, to needing magnets, where it should be, pretend you know how to spell these things, full to empty, have magnets full, please magnets empty cargo, yep, and then just get, like, that first delivery, we'll just bung this into the Logimore, because there are some things that we need that we're already trying to use magnets for. In particular, these these advanced upgrades that will let me turn stone quarries into stone quarry 3s, which have... These are just straight up. Oh, they've also got productivity bonus. Crafting speed 3, productivity bonus 50%. Versus... crafting speed 1, no productivity bonus. So these tier 3 ones are just so much better. Because also the pollution is the same as... Pollution is still 20 per minute. Max consumption is still also 1 per minute. So yeah, so I was thinking I would be able to cut down the stone mining, and I can cut down the stone mining even more than I realized, which is pretty interesting. I think we do need to... Yeah, we're gonna do that first then. We're gonna see if we can do that from the map. Because what I thought I was gonna do previously is... Like, I've got 18 of these here, I think. I've got 20. I did actually get 20. Okay. The thing is, we're tripling the speed of these things, and then we're also getting 50% more just from the productivity bonus. Which means I don't think... Like, I was expecting to cut off 6 of these things, upgrade all of this to red belt, and get twice as much out because of the speed going up, even though we were clipping some of them out. But the thing is, I think I'm going to ignore that for a moment, because I think I need to remath this, realizing that there's also a 50% productivity bonus coming out of this. Like, it might be the case that this entire thing here disappears, or like we only keep the top 3, and then we have more of this in here. Yeah, that's going to be pretty wild. The next thing that isn't the first thing I was going to do, but never mind, is... Yeah, last time, we also researched... Spidertron? Where's Spidertron's vehicle? Spidertron's over here. So we can just start making Spidertrons. So to do that, we also need to lodge them all... Pretty sure there's a bunch of fish sitting around, but we need rocket launchers and PDLs and legs and stuff like that. So let's do that as well. Let's do rocket launchers and legs and these things, which I'll need more of those anyway. Then I guess we also do Roboport 1s, Roboport 2s. We've got legs done, battery 1s, battery 2s, shields. There's actually 3 levels of shield, aren't they? And I have implemented these in different places. Yeah, shield 1, shield 2, and fancy shield. And haven't set up requests for any of those, but also all the way back over here, these are kind of the last things that kind of don't need to be here anymore, because we're... Okay, so... Rockets? Am I also building rockets? How many of these have I built? 2,000 of rockets? Sure. Sad day to be a bot, mostly because I've got 2 things in the side of the base that I can use, and then we're also redoing request chests as well, but that's fine. Okay, so over here we've got rockets, and then explosive rockets. And these are all these requests are on the other side of the thing, which is going to be super annoying, but never mind. Yeah, we line all these up. We check that these request numbers aren't crazy huge. 150 batteries, 9 of those things, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I thought this one would end up a little bit silly, wouldn't it? But it's fine. This one is also fine. This one, I guess, because... Oh, you do not want to request... No, just request, like, 60. Just request 60 LDS. You don't need... Yeah, this is the problem you have if you request 500 LDS. And then also, these are super expensive. You don't need many of those. And then these are probably also super expensive, and you don't need many of those either. Oh, wait, these things... Yeah, this here... so we need to do this differently. So these only want to run if we have... Because these things are super expensive and they stacked at 20. And I don't need that many of them. Although, having said that, I am also now trying to do Spider-Tron things. So, actually also, what are these things output rating? 750 kilowatts, and then the ones I've currently got are 600 kilowatts, so they're a bit better. Are these also... I forget whether these are 3x3. Dimensions 4x4. Oh, wow. So this thing is 4x4 and gives me 750 kilowatts, but then the regular fusion reactor, not fusion, fission reactors I have are 3x3 and give me 600 kilowatts out. So these things in terms of grid size actually better. So we'll deal with that later rather than now, because we're just going to set up all these things as well. 40, decent numbers, decent numbers. Yeah, using a lot of crystals, that's fine. Yeah, just make me... Actually, these ones we probably only want one... Yeah, let's... For all these ones that are intermediate things, let's only make one stack of them, because you can make 4 stacks. So yeah, so we're lodging all stuff now. And bots are probably still unhappy. Bots are still unhappy. Okay. I'm fine with bots being unhappy. Have I got any of that basic data yet? Yeah, bots are pretty happy. If you've built on you're waiting on getting, but that should be a Logibot thing. You should be fine for... Waiting for space and destination. What are you holding? You're not holding anything. You are... I guess, okay, so there is, yeah, so there is a satellite here. And this is, yeah, so it's just waiting for the RCUs to actually build a thing, which I think I'm okay with, because we just made more RCUs, didn't we? We've still got, how fast is this belt running? This belt is not running super fast, which means I think the next play we're going to do is we're going to go from Prod Mod 2 to Prod Mod 3, because I'm pretty sure all those were Prod Mod 2s, and we can just, yeah, we'll just upgrade all those beacons, we'll make RCUs a bit faster. Sure, let's not think about that anymore either. Yeah, so what was actually the other thing that I wanted to think about now that I have magnets in this storage is how did I make bot 2s and bot 3s? Okay, bot 2s and logistics bot 2s. I've got all of this. Oh no, wait, I don't have fusion tech. I've got everything except fusion tech. They didn't actually take the magnets, they took the fusion tech. So let's go back to today's regular program of, you know, lots of bots doing things. It's pretty happy. We got the labs going. We got a rocket going up. This all looks pretty nice. Yeah, we're low on military science, but we've got some inner chests or whatever. Yeah, let's go back to... Do I have my train? Do I have the train with all the equipment in it? Yes. We want to go back to the place where we were trying to figure out kind of where the magnets were happening, and also where... It wasn't that far, it was over here. Yeah, places that we can build more fusion tech, because we don't have all those parts yet. We've got a lot of magnets over there. That's actually so many magnets. Are these chests limited at all? They are not, and they're also linked. So let's, I mean, I think we get rid of... We're going to do this just so that they're not all linked into a circuit condition thing, but then also we're going to say, I don't think I, like... In fact, I think this is one of the cases where I don't even think I need to worry about putting them on a train. Like is that true? No, because I'm still training them to get them to the Logimore, aren't I? So yeah, so these things being on a train is still important because they're not super close to the Logimore, and we kind of need to get them to do that. Bots are recovering from their jobs, okay. Because, yeah, so we had... There's this belt of stuff which is giving us... I was going to upgrade these to Prod Mod 3s again, wasn't I? I don't know if I have the modules for that, but whatever. Especially if I've just kicked off Spider-Tron production. I'm only going to get 2 Spider-Trons, aren't I? That's annoying. I don't have a... Okay. Get me... Where is a storage chest. Oh no, wait, I have a storage chest down here. This storage chest, we can limit to 12? Is that 12? Yeah. 12, find the Spidertrons, and 12 is a good number of Spidertrons to make, isn't it? So we'll just make 12 Spidertrons, and then we'll get rid of that sitting on that chest. Okay, so that's done. We're making a ton more crystals than we need, but whatever. Yeah, because I've got in here somewhere, the thing, yeah, I'm kind of poking around a bit with these other fusion techs, and the ways we get this deuterium and tritium and stuff like that, and a lot of it doesn't, like, I don't think, as far as I can tell, yeah, this recipe here seems to be the main one that takes hydrogen from a couple of different sources, it's fine, and splits it into different parts. And then these ones are weird balances of the different parts, as well as lithium, which we can also do with the lithium thing. So dirty water, fine. None of these are doing anything with the lead coolant that we have. So I don't even know if, like, I was thinking that I would get these ones on a belt, get the other one that we haven't built on a belt yet, bring in the other ones from somewhere else. But the thing is, yeah, and then do everything here where we need lead coolant, except we've already got, like, these are 2 of the things that lead coolant needs. There's only actually a 3rd one that needs lead coolant, which I think, can we just hack that in here? What is the 3rd one is the plasma one that needs stone, which happens in a plasma facility. So let's find plasma facilities, and let's have 4 of them there. I'm going to do the same modules setup as these previous ones, so give me, wait, that was unnecessary, I already have a pile of these modules, okay, have that back. Yeah, bots can module that better, it's fine. I think we're going to bring in, I mean, it's funny because there's stone right here, but I think we're going to have a stone station here, because we've also got the hot and cold stuff right here in these pipes as well. So I think we put a station. Can we put a station here? There's going to be too many stations in the same place. These are drop-off stations, so none of... Maybe there'll be a station, maybe there'll be a train sitting in this coal station, but this one is a drop-off station which is not going to see trains in it for very long, because they'll just unpack and then those stations will leave again. This one is also a drop-off, this one is also a drop-off. Okay, so if I put... you know what, this whole vertical section here doesn't have... It has this water train, but if I have stone here, I could just put the other one, because I was wondering whether or not I could put it up here. And I think having seen this train turn up, I think we're going to, especially as there's not a whole lot of it, there's actually this train here that's just straight up blocking this thing, and then this one is also pretty clear. So yeah, so we're going to wander, we're actually not going to wander anywhere, I was already here, but we're going to have somewhere... These guys need to get out of my way, because I want to put a train station in there. I want to put a train station... Yeah, that's why I queued the other one, because I didn't have any train stations. We're going to have a train station here with a 3-carriage train on it. Do I have... I do have the other superchargers and stuff. So you can go... Okay. I'm only going to give you 3... I don't have only 3 wagons. Okay, so bots are bringing those to me, right? That's how that works. And then we can have train, nuclear power source. We can have some of that. You can get fuel. I can also find... None of these guys have the fuel station. So where's a train stop with the fuel station? Here's a train stop with the fuel station. Let's also throw some of these in around the place. Not all these trains are on this fuel source yet, but they should be. And they will eventually be. This is all one train. And this is going to be... We've got the laser stuff, we've got the magnetizing stuff, we're about to build the plasma stuff, and this is the train station where that will be. And I don't think we give this any circuit conditions at all. I think, and then we just want to go to the have fusion bits. And you can just sit there. Then this stuff, how do we get... Because we're also going to have some stuff arriving from over here, which are probably threading through here somewhere. So as long as we can get this through here, and I think that works. And it's fine. It's... Actually, we can make that a whole lot better, can't we? There we go. That's a whole lot tidier. I will feel better about doing that. And then over here, we can do... I guess we just fill chests with this stuff. Do I care? I'm not sure I care. Yeah, then we're gonna have... Yeah, I need splitters. Why don't I have things that would be good for me to actually have the basic samples of? Yeah, so you're gonna come this far. We're gonna upgrade you there. I'm queuing all of this stuff again, which is fine. Do we even... I don't think I care about balancing it that much. Like, I don't think this is going to be something that I have that much of. But we need one of these to be... I think I picked up some of this stuff, yeah. One of these to be laser data, one of these to be magnetizing data. This guy will turn up and be fine. In the meantime, we will figure out how a stone station goes over here. What are you... You've got exactly one recipe. Okay, that's nice. You know what? I changed my mind. Bots can bring those back. Well, yeah, well, bots can put that back in storage, and we will deal with that later. We want 4 of these and 2 of these, and then this is a pattern we'll copy around the place. And then we need to find a stone station. Oh, that was the thing I was going to do, isn't it? This stone here is still with slow assemblers. It still uses the solid fuel stuff. It's kind of bad. So I think what we do about that is this light oil here can go away, and then we'll just stop fueling it. And then this train here can... Yeah, so this station here is the one we want for our laser data, and it's going to go like that. And this is... Yeah, there's not a whole lot of other train traffic on this network. That should be fine. And then the stone station that we just took a copy of, this one over here, we want this to no longer exist. So we'll empty out these boxes. Then at some point, we need to... that's actually not the... yeah, that's not the... That's not the one I wanted to get rid of. That stone station very much needs to stay, because that's making the aluminium. The one that needs to disappear is this one here. So we'll run down these chests of stone, we'll empty all of this out. These things will continue to be provided to trains, I guess. This belt of stuff going into the other aluminium, we will need to replace with a train station that requests this stuff. And that train station probably goes here? It's going to be a bit of a pain, because that means... I've got rid... Yeah. It's going to be... We're going to have to figure out how to poke that in, but we might also just have... Yeah, have the train station here, have it unload up the top, and roll it in the other way, because there's space to do that now, and that's all fine. Okay, so we've also got our train turning up with the stone, which is exactly what we wanted, which is cool. And then I think we're going to do speed 1.4, speed... I think these guys have... Oh, they have one beacon between them. Okay, we've got... Okay, we'll set up that filter later. We don't need to do that yet. Let's have this guy go... I want 4 of these. Do 4 of them fit easily? The answer to that is... Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then... This can go kind of like so. And this has got a pump down here. It does. So that flow is kind of already handled. This one can also just wander over here. So the input and output coolant is handled. And then we need to get stuff in and stuff out. How fast are these recipes? Oh, they need a lot of stone. Each plasma data takes a piece of stone. So if I did this thing, if I did this kind of thing where they each got a beacon, output speed 1.9, output speed 1.9. Yeah, because these... Wait, I also realized that I could do these better and differently as well, didn't I? That all of these things... Yeah, that setup was a bit silly. Doing this by hand is also a bit silly, but fine. But if I had these beacons that I just picked up, if I put them here and here, then it's no longer quite like it's still no, okay, it's still symmetrical. The ones on the outside have the boosts that they all previously had, and then the ones in the middle also get more. So let's do that, and then we just put this stuff back on a thing. Are these in the right place? I think these are in the right place. And then these ones can go here, and it was the wrong place. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's do that. Is this... The other thing that I'm mildly wondering about is whether or not I've ended up with a bunch of laser data and magnet data in the network somewhere, but I guess we can deal with that by... Yeah, let's just do this as well. This will be fine. You can... So what's the one that... Magnetizing data? You just request 100 magnetizing data, and then you just request 100 laser data. Because I don't think I'm doing anything with those at the moment. And this will just... Like anything of reorganizing this, that all of these things went back into storage, these guys will sort out again and just put it... you know, probably could have put it closer to the train. That would probably be a better idea. Oh well. Yeah, so these things can just also just fill that train, and then this thing here is... In fact, it's going to be exactly this pattern, isn't it? We're gonna swing in with some more belt, and then somehow we're going to get through here... in there and doing a thing. And then also we've got to figure out here. Maybe I should have... I mean, I could have got rid of the trees. I would rather not get rid of the trees because their days are numbered anyway, because that's how pollution works. But yeah, the thing I was thinking about is how much... Oh yeah, what is... Yeah, how... 1.9, 2.4. So I've got basically 8... I've got basically 8 of these things in total. And I currently have less than that of these guys. I think we do want... Yeah, we are going to go... Efficiency 2, and so these, and then these were upgraded to... Yeah, these were upgraded to 3s, which I think we're still doing. Let's get the rest of this in first... to make sure that everything else fits, because I'm doing this in multiple places. Like, am I doing this here as well? No, because then... Yeah, then this has to be further away, because I have to hit this guy with a long-handed, because it has to be where the pipes are if I'm making sure we're getting some of these in separate places. So I guess we just do that anyway. Sure, whatever. You're not going to need... You're actually not going to need more than... Yeah, that's going to do mostly what it needs to. Could I have bought them... Yeah, I haven't really left enough space to be doing any kind of mixing thing here, and I kind of need to, because if each of these are doing... Yeah, I do need to be getting 2 red belts of this stuff out. So I guess... But I'm sure I had a pattern for that somewhere. The question is, do I want to bother doing that, or do I just want to find another one? And I think the answer is we're just going to go and find another one. These are all mostly working. Why aren't you working? Output full? So does that mean this one also... got to be output full. They look like they're working. That's mostly fine. Okay, so we debugged another thing that was also kind of broken, so cool. And then, yeah, I think we're just going to do this again. I think we're just going to run in here. I don't have the splitters that I need, but you can have a red one here, like so. Is that gonna... yeah, it's probably gonna annoy me. Let's move that by one tile, because we can. These are also not really belt balanced, but also whatever. I think I'm probably going to be using so much of the stuff that I don't really mind. And that's kind of worked out pretty well, and we can just put some stack and sodas in here. And that's going to be my plasma build. We just need to give it some power, so let's also do that. Here we go here, and like here and here. And then all of this stuff kind of also needs to be powered, so we can do that as well. All those beacons needed to be upgraded from... I don't remember whether I gave them 1s or 3s or some combination of whatever I happen to have at the time. So you guys can all get that. And then this is my laser data. And laser data can go there. And then we should have... oh no. I was going to... yeah, I was going to sort this first, wasn't I? Oh well, never mind. And it kind of doesn't matter which way around this goes now. We've got to sort it out manually anyway. Good job. Laser data on the left. Okay, so you give me all the magnetizing, and you give me all the laser, and have the magnetizing, and you have the laser. And this is... I think this is more than I expected. I think we still just expect all of this to just completely back up, right? That's going to be what happens there. These guys... let's go check that these guys are running 1.9, 2.4, 2.4, 1.9. So we've actually... we've matched the... we've matched for these laser ones the output speed of the others as well. Output full? Yeah, because I kind of missed that. Reasonably important. You guys shouldn't be output and soda blocked at all, should you? No. You're gonna be fine. Okay, so we're making several kinds of data. Do I have... I don't have either of those on me. Can't help you. You're gonna have to do that by yourself. Okay, so we're making all the kinds of data other than fusion data, which is pretty cool. And I reckon I'm making it so fast that all of this is just gonna back up. I reckon this train will be completely full by the time we actually need to do anything with it. And yeah, there was a thing I was wondering about this. Like, I've not seen me being caching any steam at all. And yeah, when these guys turn on, they're at 100%. And I think these are actually taking priority over... yeah, I think they're taking priority over the nuclear. Which is kind of annoying, because it's going to be super difficult to circuit condition these guys. Like, I'd much rather the nuclear did its thing, and yeah, these kind of balanced with how the nuclear did stuff. But it doesn't look like that's going to work. Oh well. Looks like we're always going to be using big turbines, preferably, and then using whatever else whatever other nuclear the base has around as kind of a fallback, even though we're not certain. Well, I guess we're circuit conditioning the thorium. With the two ones to the east are just running 100% all the time. They just get all the fuel they want. How is that? That's actually... wow. So if this is going to be hilarious if this is stable, because this Roboport ended up with like maybe 1 or 2 tiles of extra build range that I didn't use. The radar coverage also goes exactly to the end of this, which also happens to be a grid square, like a chunk, which also happens to be where my pollution is stable, so having everything of my influence line up exactly, entirely coincidentally, like without any value at all. It's just hilarious that my base has decided that this is how far it goes, this is where the... maybe I'm... Okay, so this is no longer true because we're expanding here. Oh, well, so we've got another 2 chunks before we start polluting these guys and we have to worry about that stuff. But never mind. Okay, so we've got a lot of these. What are you waiting on? We don't have... Not upgrading stone quarries is great, because it means that I can upgrade the ones in the build, and then this will just upgrade whatever turns up left over from the rest of the build, so that's nice. Yeah, I won't be building more of those, I'll just be upgrading ones that already exist. So I got just now another kind of satellite, and how is this made? High energy crystals, which I have. Oh, it's made from the previous satellites. So I make one of these satellites, one of the Sputniks, and then this satellite is made from compact space starter cards. I remember the ones over here being green. Yeah, okay. So how do I get compact space starter cards? And I am short of RCUs. Let's turn that off, we don't want to see that. RCUs are short of red chips. Okay, here's some more crystals that we don't need in the network. Are you less than 600? I think I know what the problem is. First of all, I mean, we can make this larger, but then the other issue is I've only got one train doing all the red chip stuff, which is kind of hilarious. We're definitely at the point. I mean, now that I've got... Where's the original red chips is in here, being, you know, kind of okay, but not fantastic. And then we've got red chips that's smelting over there that's not completely set up. We've got red chips over here, which are super fine, and red chips over here that are also super fine. Okay, so I think kicking trains around is going to be a thing to do. We're definitely doing more of that between episodes, especially as we've like removed a lot of the fuel sources as well, and I added different fuel sources. But also, how do I get this compact space data? I guess we could look in... so it's not a thing I can handcraft? Oh no, compact space data. Made an assembler, uses computing power. Okay. Exciting rocket, doing things in space. What are we up to now? We are up to 81 rockets launched. This is going to be the 81st rocket? Or the 80th rocket. I don't know whether or not it counts, like, I don't know exactly where it ticks. But yeah, we got some more basic science data. That's fine. So I think the plan here is still going to be... Like, I also don't know how many of each of these things I want to be launching, but I can put this here, and then do this, and then do all of this again. You are requesting... that's the wrong one. I want this request. Yeah, you have all those things. You have any of these things? Yeah, that didn't... Yeah, so you're now getting... You actually don't want to request this. Like, we don't want to request... We probably don't want... Oh, I did want some, but not quite that many. Yeah, 100 is fine. Yeah, so we want this thing to go over here unconditionally. There's not... Yeah, that's going to annoy me. Oh no, there's a spot that powers all of those things, so that's fine. But then we also want one of these combinators, which is again going to link off the back side of this thing, and then the front side is going to hit these two. Yeah. And then what do I get when I get a kind of white sciencey thing? Okay, so I'm looking for kind of like a pale blue science, probably in the fusion stage. Deep space science card, cool. Deep space science card is what we want. We want to we want to get deep space science cards, and then we want this when deep space science cards are... Wait, how many deep space science cards? 10? Okay. Let's also then just do 10 launches worth of that stuff. And then... yeah, so this is summing over... You know what? I think the thing we're definitely going to have to do... Don't link those two directly. Link these through the power poles so that I've got a power pole that can see all of the input signal. Oh no, wait, I still get to see all the input signals. Okay, so that was unhelpful. So we're going to do the version that has fewer wires around the place for no particularly good reason. And yeah, so we've got 5.6k space science, we've got 30 of these basic science. I'm struggling for RCUs. Oh, that's the train thing again. Yeah, and then we're going to have to have a plan for getting this compact data somewhere. And for this I need... doesn't actually take very long. Like 10 seconds. Is it Stokesable? It's not Stokesable. Are any of these things Stokesable? They're Gaussable, but I don't have that yet. Yeah, I think what we do here, because this is pretty fast, like 100 seconds is a bit more than a minute. Maybe I need 2 of these. I think I need... yeah. I think I've talked myself into needing 2 of these, but I can still do that with... because I also need this K1 computing fluid. Actually, let's check how that's made, because I remember there were a couple of different ways of doing that, and it's still just copper and green circuits and crystals. I think I'm still leaning towards... where's a train stop? Here's a train stop. Having a train stop here, because this is where it manages to... maybe I don't want it there, maybe I want it over here. Here is no good. Here, actually. No, I think we're going here. I think, and I'm now looking at just where are the places that will get in the way of this station. And actually this, yeah, a station down here could potentially get in the... actually, there's no... yeah, because there's no way that this train station, like the routes onto that train station aren't the ones that overlap with what's coming out of the mall train stations. In fact, neither of these legs are where you can go from the wall. You can go down, you can go across, you can go to the left. So I think I'm pretty happy putting stations in either of these places. We've got a station here now, so that's fine. And then I reckon we want something like... if I go here and here, then I can get pumps. Here's a fluid station that has pumps. I can do this, and then I can do that. And we're straight up going to do a nasty hack. We're just going to go like request, provision, and these things need a lot. But also, the plan now is to have a train. This is my last train. With one of these things that will... oh, yeah, that lined up better than I thought. I forgot that these things would only connect to one bulb each. But that's fine. Where is a good train fuel request? Here are some more bad train fuel requests that we can get rid of. But we are also going to run into a situation at some point where... oh no, I've still got my train. Okay, that's good. I'm going to run into a situation where I've got trains running out of fuel again because I haven't switched them over to the diesel fuel. Some of these guys have train stations though, so we can grab one of these. You can go there and get fuel, and then... it's still only 10 items in, 10 items out. We can just do this with... yeah, like that. And then this guy wants to request, say, 20 basic data. And then this one wants to request 20 basic data. And then this one can go to, like, 4 stacks each. I don't know how much of that I want. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. At some point, we will. This is getting stuff delivered. Yeah, it's getting stuff delivered. It's fine. Yeah, so we'll have a train that somewhere gets. Because the thing I'm thinking about, like I'm thinking about this spot down here, because a lot of these things aren't even active. Like I've got these. Like this is just this stuff is just in tanks. I'm pretty sure it's that one, isn't it? K1 computing power, yeah. Another rocket, that's pretty nice. Is that 81? That is 81. Cool, yeah. I've got this stuff sitting around here in tanks. In fact, there were a couple of things I was thinking about. I was thinking about either having another of these K2 things, say, here, to get me more of these red cubes faster. That was option 1. Option 2, and we might do both of these, is I can have another tank of this stuff. Where would it go? It would go... Train station would be... I guess the train station could be here? And then I would... Actually, let's... For this one, because we've only got one fluid wagon to worry about, we could just have a train station in a random place. And then we can have these guys, like... here and here, which I think is actually the same offset in the other case, isn't it? Does this give me enough space to... So it definitely also gives me enough space to do this. And then the other reason why I don't want these directly on this line is I'd like to be able to pump control these things so that they don't take this stuff away from... Yeah, they don't take to the space science upgrade things the fluid that I'm trying to use to make the beacon tech do its tech thing. So yeah, I think that's going to be... Do I even just plug that in now? Like, where would this... I mean, because it would kind of go here. I think I would have one of these here. Let's just go down there and do that differently. In fact, let's take this train and do this differently. It's going to be... Because this is going to be... This is going to be exactly the train that we do... I1 fluid, I think that's what it's called. This is going to be exactly the train that we use to do this exact thing, so may as well do that. K1, cool. Let's put that, yeah, put the icon at the end of the thing. That was pressurized water. It was nearly the thing I wanted. This one, yeah. And then this train is going to go from... let's actually name the other one first, because then we'll be able to actually, you know, use these things as a station. Did I use have, or did I use... Please, yeah, please go into fluid, and then... Have K1 fluid, okay. And then this train that we're standing next to wants to go between exactly those two stations when we find them. Just going to fluid, and then... I was actually looking for the have one first, we just went past it. Because, yeah, this one. Other way around, this one is empty, this one is full. Yes. And then these guys will just click through this. Like, I have also no idea what rate we want, but we want to go here. Yes. We've probably got all the fuel we want, yeah, because the inserter put it in. This wasn't even what I was going to be working on today. I mean, it kind of was. Okay. Bots can bring those back. Mostly I wanted to be working on the other part of the fusion tech, but we've not done that yet. But we are at least preparing to launch new kinds of rockets, which is pretty exciting. I think we want to get this thing out the way. I think we want more of these here, so that we can do that, so that we can do this. Because I do want to put more of the stuff in, but I don't think I have... I don't think I have these things in the mall or the network, so we're probably just complaining about it. Yeah, we're complaining about it. That's fine. We wanted... Yeah, so I'm thinking about putting one of these things here, but I don't have one of those either. But I wanted one of these pipes. So which way are we pumping this in? I think we're pumping it in here. And then we're still just circuit conditioning it to this tank. So that we're saying if we've got more than, say, let's say 15,000, then we pump out. And then we just like connect that there and power this like here. And with all of that, we've now got... Yeah, so this stuff will cache 1,000, no, not 1,000, but about 50,000, about 2 of these wagons worth. So why is this one in the wrong place? Whatever. I kind of want it to be on that train. Yeah, a little bit sad that I'm not on that train. I guess we can call it back. It's coming back anyway. Does that mean we're actually making... Yeah, we're making the next... Get on the train. We're making the next level of stuff, which is cool. And these guys are all running. Yeah, so I think we're about ready to call the episode here. I think I need to make some more of these in between. Maybe I make another one of these. I don't really know what rate that science is going at yet. This also we can just go to the other one because it's fine. And yeah, we will soon be able to launch... Yeah, we're now making our 3rd kind of space launchy probe thing that we're going to shoot into orbit if we get enough RCUs. And we don't have enough RCUs. That's... I was in the wrong place, I wanted to go over here. So yeah. So I've got a couple of things to do in between episodes. Some more things to handcraft. I don't think we're going to need enough of those K1 energy things to do... Yeah, I don't think it's worth mauling those. This guy is now... Yeah, we're now just making space probes. I don't know if I have anything else to do with this green data. Because currently this plan is just going to turn all my green data and also a lot of fluid into the compact data? Compact data. And also using all of my fluid, yeah. This is a lot of fluid. I'm probably going to need... I probably need to do that extension and also not put in the other K2 core. But this is also running pretty well. I've got a bit of a... Okay, it's just coming off the train. I can't really tell if I've got surplus science there or not. It's just on the train, which is fine. Then over here, have we made... Why have we not made blue chips? Why have you not... Oh, because I configured this one, but not... Ah, so... Yeah, good ways to always check your builds after you make them, because sometimes they end up not actually working. So we're working... Yeah, we're working on batteries. We're working on... Do I have personal Roboport Mark IIs? I do not need that many personal Roboport Mark IIs. Do I still have a personal Roboport Mark 1? Yes. So I'm just going to cheekily grab myself a personal Roboport Mark II. You can have everything else from my inventory. I don't even have personal bots, but we do want a personal Roboport Mark II upgrade for, you know, things. It's going to be good. We're going to have it. Yeah. So I think we're gonna call the episode here. We've got a bunch of useful stuff getting made. We should now be making these things, which should also A, affect the LDS, and B, affect the blue chips. I need to do a bunch of train stuff between episodes. We've got fewer trains than we need running the existing routes that we've got, and that's going to be super uninteresting. It's going to be, hey, I've got some trains. Hey, I've got some turbochargers. Hey, I've got some of these things. I need more wagons as well. Give me all the wagons. This is going to be like the demonstration one, and then I'm going to do the rest myself, because this is fuel. Have some fuel. Do you have much fuel? Yes. You do not have the parts. So also have nuclear reactor. Have 3 turbochargers. Let's find the red chips train, because it's kind of going... Is this the red chips train? No, that is a petrochem train. I thought they were fluid wagons when they were going past. Which one of these? This is an LDS train, and LDS is going pretty hard because plastic. Okay, maybe I'm not making enough plastic. Where is your train? Your train is at this station down here. Nope, that's blue ships. The station here. So now you are, yeah. We'll just do a bunch more of this stuff. We'll create more trains. We'll send them on existing routes because we've got multiple stations that are providing the resource, so we can have multiple trains trying to collect the resource. We can do all that kind of stuff. I think there's one more collection of smelting that I need to upgrade to the module stuff. I think this stuff in... Yeah, this stuff in here has no modules on it. This could be giving me... And it's also, because it's so central, it's a station we're using all the time. This station could be giving me productivity bonuses. It's not. So yeah, a couple of things to do. And then we need to get onto the fusion data. Actually, let's check the last thing. Actually, is actually the last thing. Have we just filled up? Yeah, so we've filled up this train. We've filled up all These chests are not limited, which I think I'm fine with. Just make all of the data, it'll be fine. So yeah, so we've got every kind of data other than the fusion data. Actually last thing, after forgetting about the other last things. I need one, yeah, you are going to make me, and we're going to do a bunch of this next time. Somewhere there's these things, research fuses. You want to make me a bunch of these things, but... Oh boy, are your requests a bit wild. We need to, crank these down a lot. And 600... Taking something that gets rid of all of these crystals is going to be kind of great. And then also apparently labs. Labs are a thing that we also need to build. But yeah, research fuses. Research fuses, and then also, I guess, because we just said that, labs... that's a reasonable amount of stuff. It's all pretty basic. You only need one stack. Yeah, so we need research fuses to do some fusion stuff, so we've molded those as well. Is that another... I thought I heard another rocket about to go up. Yeah, another rocket just went up. That's pretty fine. Is that 83 now, or 84? 83? Yeah. Multiple rockets launched. Lots of good things happening. Lots of good stuff that's mauled. This is now all of the Logimall. We need to, next time is going to be these fusion things, then there's these fusion recipes or something, and somehow we get fusion data out, and somehow we combine all of those to make fusion tech, and then that is a pretty important thing. And then also we need to think about science next time as well, because we're nearly done with this deep space thing. And I think it's going to be... It was going to be artillery stuff. I was thinking about doing artillery stuff. It might also just be... You know what, let's get that, because this doesn't use purple, and also uses military. And then the star engine does seem to be a pretty important thing after all the things we got left. So that's where we might end up. We might come back partway through star engine research, depending on how long I take to settle these trains up. Yeah, it's good. Things are doing stuff.